So politics really hotting up in Telangana. It's a state where the ruling TRS and the Congress have made this fight very personal, very ugly. There are popular leaders at the center of this entire face-off that's taking place. And this is one face-off where the BJP is not really visible. It's between the ruling TRS and the opposition Congress party, and now it is centered around this so-called white challenge. The Congress leader in Telangana, Revanth Reddy, has proposed a white challenge where people can take drug tests to show that they are clean, and he has challenged Minister KTR to do the same. KTR has said, why can't Rahul Gandhi do that? Rahul Gandhi, freshly returned from Kathmandu after that entire nightclub controversy, which has its own sort of momentum, has become the talking point in Telangana. Mohammad Shakil Amir is an MLA and leader of the ruling TRS. He joins us live from Hyderabad. Also, Professor Shravan Dasoju is spokesperson for the Congress party. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Thank you for being with us here on India Today. To you first, Mohammad Shakil Amirji.
Yes.
Your government, your minister has basically responded to this entire white challenge of Revanth Reddy by saying, why doesn't Rahul Gandhi take this test? What did you mean by that? Because Rahul Gandhi is arriving in your state tomorrow, sir.
Yes, why not? In the past, the Telangana State President of Congress, Mr. Revanth Reddy, has challenged our Honorable Minister to go for a test for the drugs. And we have openly challenged that Rahul Gandhi should come and take the test, and our minister is also ready for that. So when he is coming, we will be ready. Let them come out clean that he is ready for the test or not. Let them speak on it. We are open to it.
Okay. Professor Dasoju, how would you respond to that? Because, you know, this entire white challenge was initiated by your state chief in Telangana, sir. And, you know, you've attacked KTR and said you should also take this white challenge. They have turned it around and said, since Rahul Gandhi is coming, why doesn't he also take it? Has that embarrassed your party, or how will you respond to that? Because this was initiated by your party, sir.
Suddenly is looking like an opportunity by bringing this discussion. Remarks, Shivji, you made a mention that politics have come to an ugly level, low level. This is what to bring down the discourse of politics to a low level, ugly level. Now, you have shown in your, before you picked up this discussion, you have shown a gruesome murder that has happened, which indicates the kind of lawlessness that exists in the state of Telangana. Thousands of farmers are committing suicide. Unemployed have several problems. These issues they don't want to get discussed. They want to divert and deflect the attentions of the people. So therefore, they put up some anonymous poster and bring this kind of third-rate discussion of white challenge. In fact, yes,
taking a test.
Challenge discussion to be cropped up, and he challenged KTR. The context was that TRS has owned pubs. Were behind promoting ganja and a lot of these drug rackets. All this and send a strong signal to the state of Telangana that
can we get Professor Dasoju on the phone, please, because his voice is breaking on this line. Can we get him on the phone, because we don't want to lose what he is saying in this important thing. But Professor Dasoju, staying with you, and I hope we can convert that to a phone connection. This is something that Revanth Reddy has himself initiated, sir. I don't hold a brief for any side, but I'm saying that if you are trying to create a point against the government in Telangana, they are doing the same. They're just, throwing the ball back into your court and saying, let Rahul Gandhi also take the test. This was started literally by your party, sir. Am I right, Mr. Amir, while we get that line fixed?
Yes, of course, 100% you're right. And it has been repeated multiple times by Mr. Revanth Reddy. So we are ready for the test. When he is coming to Telangana, Hyderabad, we are welcoming him, and we are saying that, yes, please join us for the drug test.
See, because
his party has challenged.
Yeah, continue.
What his party has challenged we are asking them, come clear on it. Why is he afraid of doing a drug test?
Okay,
There is, no question to getting afraid. Why is he afraid? Like,
no, because see, the thing,
he should come clean and he should have a drug test. Let our honorable minister will come. Even the whole cabinet, all the MLAs of Telangana Rashtra Samithi will come for the drug test. Let Rahul Gandhi come.
no, that's a big claim to make, and I don't want to act like this is a frivolous issue. A drug menace is a terribly serious issue. No matter which state it discusses it, it's a very serious issue. But obviously, obviously at the political level, a point is being sought to be made against the government, which is totally legitimate. I think Revanth Reddy, trying to project this in a way that appeals to the public is well within his rights to do so. My simple question now is whether this will become a symbol of a larger kind of test on our political class. Because now you've got the TRS that has put the ball in the Congress's court. Professor Shravan Dasoju, I hope he's going to be patched back with me, says that this is a diversionary tactic, but he hasn't taken my question yet on how it can be a diversionary tactic if it is the Congress itself that actually did this. While we wait for Professor Dasoju, Mr. Amir, are you saying that Minister KTR, the entire cabinet is willing to take this so-called white challenge as being demanded by Revanth Reddy, if Rahul Gandhi also participates in it, or will you do it anyway?
No. We have already told that if Rahul Gandhi, because they have challenged us, and we are asking them if their national leader, whatever, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, if he is ready for the test. Our minister has openly told many times that I am ready for the test. And even I am saying the whole cabinet of Telangana state will come for the test. Even if Rahul Gandhi is ready, let Mr. Rahul Gandhi, let Mr. Revanth Reddy come for the test. And the other Congress leaders also kindly come for the test. We are ready for it.
Okay, Mohammad Shakil Amir, thank you very much for speaking to India Today. Unfortunately, we lost that line with Professor Dasoju, and I don't have an update on whether we're getting him back, so we're going to have to leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much for that. Very ugly politics being played out. Things are especially vicious between the TRS in Telangana and the Congress party. There has been a hate crime in this state. Rahul Gandhi arrives tomorrow after his visit to Kathmandu. JP Nadda of the BJP will be arriving. The BJP is trying to grow its influence in Telangana, where it isn't really a player at this point of time. Elections taking place at the end of next year. So the political battlefield of Telangana most certainly is hotting up. Okay, I'm told that we're going to get both our guests back. I apologize to our viewers, for that little bit of a technical difficulty. Here on India Today, we always strive to get both sides. Professor Dasoju, I hope you can hear me well right now, sir. We were talking to MLA Amir, but to you, Professor Dasoju, what the TRS is saying is that in response to what Revanth Reddy has said, KTR and the entire cabinet is willing to undergo this so-called white challenge. So why is the Congress getting defensive about the government of Telangana saying Rahul Gandhi should also do this? Why getting defensive about that?
I think this is so ridiculous. Ulta chor kotwal ko dante is what the TRS is trying to do. They want to cover up their role in the drug racket, in the TRS leaders' role in the drug racket in Telangana. They want to cover it up, and they want to now ask Rahul Gandhi to come for a white challenge. This was asked few months ago when there was a serious discussion happening and serious outburst
of
ganja
no
and
doubt.
drug menace was happening in Telangana. They didn't want to respond at that time. When Rahul Gandhi is coming to rescue the farmers who are being deprived of TRS misrule, who want to stand with the unemployed youth, at that situation, this gentleman is trying to talk about drug test is simply a deflecting tactic. First of all, I think we demanded, and once again, I am making a demand.
Taken by India Today. It's not the discussion taken by me, okay? And we are ready to speak on any topic you wanted to speak.
Shakil bhai, मैं ज़्यादा बोले तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. आप लोग कितने ड्रग रैकेट में हैं, कितने लोग पब चलाते हैं, कितने लोग कुकीज हैं, क्रिकेट बैटिंग चलाते हैं, ये सब चीज दुनिया को मालूम है. आप लोग आके राहुल गांधी के बारे में बात करने में शर्म आ रही है.
Sir, one at a time. Make your points individually, then we can hear you both. We can hear you both one by one.
मेरे को आपकी बात सुनने के लिए. आप लोग पब चलाते हैं, ड्रग बेचते हैं, आप लोग बुकी काम करते हैं, आप सब लोग टीआरएस के लोग।
Shakil ji, 1 second. Shakil ji, let him finish, then you can respond.
में बुलाते हैं।
We are
Mr.
ready
Amir,
for
1
the
second.
test. Any agency you can involve. Why are you guys afraid of it?
What afraid of? Let KTR come, KCR come. Shall KCR take the liquor drug test every day?
Yes,
Can he come?
I will get
Can
the
KCR
honorable
come?
GM
Ask
also. Let
KCR to
Mr.
come.
Rahul Gandhi come
Okay,
and do the test.
tomorrow, once the farmers meeting is over, let Mr. Kalvapur Chandrasekhar Rao come for a drug test. Let him come.
Also will come.
What are you talking? You guys sell drugs. You guys run pubs. You guys run the cricket betting. You have made lawless states. You have converted the state into a liquor Telangana, and you want to know talk about Rahul Gandhi.
Spoken about this, and he has.
What is it?
Shakil ji, Shravan ji.
लोग हंसेंगे, गूगल मारे तो टीआरएस पार्टी के लोग जो है तो ट्रक के पीछे है, टीआरएस पार्टी के लोग पब चलाने में है, टीआरएस पार्टी के लोग क्रिकेट बुकीज में है।
Shakil ji, one at a time. 1 second, let him finish, let him finish. Shakil ji, I'll give you time to respond. Let him finish.
टेस्ट करने के लिए आप क्यों नहीं है?
शकील भाई पहले आपके पार्टी में है तो जो चोर है, ड्रग रैकेट चलाते हैं उसको पकड़िए। आपके पार्टी में जो चोर है, पब में ड्रग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं उसको पकड़िए। मैं किसानों के मुद्दे में बात करने के लिए यहाँ पे आ रहा हूँ। राहुल गांधी
All kinds of things are being said right now on this fight. I know this is.
We are very much clean here. Very much clean here. We are very much clean here. All the people of the country and people of state are seeing. We are ready to accept the challenge. We wanted Mr. Rahul Gandhi also to come and accept the challenge.
गूगल बताती है आप कितना क्लीन है, आप कितना क्लीन है गूगल बताती है। गूगल से मारिए ड्रग्स रैकेट बोले तो 1000 नाम आप लोगों का जाते हैं।
Okay.
साहब क्लीन है तो कोई तो कोर्ट होगा ना। आप कौन है? आप कोर्ट है, आप जस्टिस है।
Let me just ask a question.
कोर्ट हो, आप जस्टिस हो, आप क्या हो? आप किसके ऊपर कैसे बोल सक रहे हो?
Let me try and impose some control.
पहले आप आपके पार्टी में है तो ड्रग रैकेट चलने वाले को पहले अंदर करो।
Shravan ji and Shakil ji.
अंदर करो।
Shravan ji and Shakil ji, 1 second. With your indulgence. 1 second. Let me ask a question. Let's put both our guests back on the screens. Shakil ji and Shravan ji are both, both mature individuals. They both represent their parties, and obviously emotions can fly sometimes. I'm not going to judge over here. I am simply, let me ask a couple of counter questions also. Shakil ji, what does Rahul Gandhi have to do with Telangana politics? If your cabinet is willing to do this, I am just simply asking, the Congress is saying you're trying to divert it by saying Rahul Gandhi se bhi test karao. What does Rahul Gandhi have to do with Telangana politics?
No, Rahul Gandhi is one of the important leader of Congress party. And he basically, you can say, he is off the record head of the Congress party, right? And we are accepting the challenge. And our honorable minister has said the challenge which has thrown by the Pradesh Congress chief of Telangana, Mr. Revanth Reddy. It is not that we have said it. He challenged us and we accepted it.
Okay.
And we are saying now if Rahul Gandhi is coming, anyway he is coming. And we are ready for the drug test, and let him do the drug test also. Why are they afraid of it?
Shravan sir, does it feel like the Congress locally
Let the people of India see. Let the people of India see. Let them ask them to come clean before the people of India.
Politics is all about perception. Shravan ji, you know that also better than most people. Does it feel like the Congress has fallen into another trap by imposing this entire white challenge? Your leader is coming from Delhi to visit NSUI leaders, etc. A lot of politics has happened over the Osmania University visit as well. I am just saying, has Rahul Gandhi fallen into a trap, or has the local Congress unit kind of cornered Rahul Gandhi in this embarrassing situation? Because the government is saying you guys started it.
Shivji,
and it is a serious issue, I concede that. Yes, please. Please.
Shall I talk?
Please.
Rahul, Shivji, as I told you that TRS is making a mockery of the entire democratic process in Telangana. They have converted this into a drug racket. They have converted into a heaven for the lawlessness people. In fact, 4 or 5 months before, when there was a serious discussion happening in the state of Telangana, about the drug menace at that point of time.
Shakilji, wait, Shakilji, let him finish. Shakilji,
You
let
are
him
not
finish.
allowing me to complete. This is not fair.
Shakilji,
I am
let
on
him
a
finish.
phone somewhere far. My audio is not clear. Let
Shakilji,
that
please,
gentleman
please.
keep quiet.
Yeah, one at a time, one at a time. Shakilji, please wait, let him finish, then I'll come to you. You can respond.
See, when there were serious charges against the TRS party leaders involved in drug rackets and also running the pubs, distributing the drugs, at that point of time, Revanth Reddy said,
Shakilji, you can respond once he finishes. Let him finish.
The competent authority.
This is not fair. What kind of bulldozing is this?
You should mention.
Shakilji, no bulldozing here on India Today. Shakilji, let him finish, then you can give him point by point reply. Shravanji, finish your point, then I'll come to Shakilji. One at a time, please.
Few months back, when there was a very serious discussion happened in Telangana about the drugs, TRS leaders behind this drug racket, TRS leaders behind this pubs distributing the drugs, at that point of time, Revanth Reddy said, to send a strong message to the youth of Telangana that indulging in drugs is a crime, it destroys the life. He said, let us all take white challenge and let also every youth of Telangana take a white challenge so that we proactively and aggressively control the drug menace. And then to that he said, why not KTR comes? And there are also in fact charges that KTR is running some pubs and things like that. At that point it was raised. At that point KTR never accepted, no TRS leaders accepted. At this juncture when Rahul Gandhi is coming to address the issue of farmers committing the suicide, to address the issue of unemployed youth of Usman University and various universities, these gentlemen, in order to divert the topic, making a mockery of the entire people's problem, bring up this issue only to divert the people's attention. I'm requesting you, Shivji, please ask the TRS leadership and the government to punish all those leaders who are behind the drug racket from the TRS party who are running the.
We will report on it.
Punish.
Yes, no. The drug menace and the drug rackets, etc., are a legitimate story, and we will cover them here on India Today. I promise you. I am only focusing, since we have limited time, on the politics and the face-off that's taking place at the leadership level. Shakil ji, you want to respond to that? The Congress says no matter what you say, it's not a political issue. You are diverting from the issue. That's what the Congress says.
No. The one thing I'm asking is, who is the competent authority who charged on the TRS leaders are involved in any drug cases? Even there were raids conducted few weeks before in Hyderabad, where Congress leaders were arrested in the drug raids. And they were totally involved in taking drugs, and everyone has seen that. It has appeared in all the TV channels. And let him show one competent court or any competent authority or any first information report saying that the TRS leaders are involved in any kind of drug issue. And we are diverting nothing. We are asking Congress to come clean on the drugs issue, because India is watching, and this is the biggest issue right now in our country. And a head of a national party, if he takes a drug test and come clean, that will be more better and good for our people and for him also. Let him come clean. Why are they afraid of taking the test? I don't understand.
Okay.
It's not about diverting. He's talking about farmer suicide. Why in Rajasthan Rahul Gandhi is not going? There were already farmer suicides in Rajasthan. There are a lot of dangas going on in Rajasthan. Why is Rahul Gandhi not visiting there? And the universities in Delhi, the Delhi University, the Jawaharlal Nehru University, there were a lot of atrocities were taken place there by the VHP and other organizations, and they did not
Shakilji, point made.
They never visited. Being in Delhi,
I'll give the last word.
in Delhi, he never visited there.
I'll give the last word. I'll give the last word to the opposition party, since we started with Mr. Dasoju as well, sir. Rahul Gandhi is arriving tomorrow. Do you think this is going to become a bigger issue? Is there any possibility at all that the Congress might throw the ball back into KTR's court by saying, yes, Rahul Gandhi is ready for this white challenge?
I'm sure by now, Shivji, you would have also understood the kind of dubious deflecting tactics of TRS. They don't want their failure with regard to addressing the farmers' issue to be discussed. They don't want unemployed youth problems to be discussed by Rahul Gandhi. Hence, they have stooped down to a level of not even allowing the Rahul Gandhi to enter the Usmani University. Now they are bringing up this white challenge. I mean, ulta chor kotwal ko dante. You type on Google. Let the
Government of
country,
Telangana
let
has
the
given
country type
permission
on
for the
Google.
political
Find
meeting. Already
drug
Government of
racket
Telangana
TRS.
has given
100
the
names will
permission.
come. Lot
Okay,
of
I'm
them
out
are
of time.
playing
Not a
cards.
place to do
Lot of them
political
are playing
discussion.
cards.
Okay,
Running
okay.
fast,
I'm
running
going to
by
wrap this up.
shops, distributing ganja, liquor, and everything.
University
They
Okay,
made
okay.
Telangana
This
into
is,
a
you're making the
lawless
same
state
points
of
now, and now it's
political meetings.
unintelligible. I'm going to stop the debate there because we can't hear either of you, but I appreciate your time. Thank you, Shakil ji. Thank you, Shravan ji. Always appreciate it. I know this is all about politics, but it has gotten particularly vicious in Telangana, and things are only going to heat up. Rahul Gandhi is coming, JP Nadda is coming, and the general road to the next election of Telangana next year is wide open and it's bristling.